Hello, friends. How is your night going? This is Axel, and this is my first video on a little series I'm planning um, to create, which is going to be called Hope It Helps. So, small coding exercises which I encountered on my journey, which I would like to share with you. So, for today's video, this is what we're going to create. It's a button, and when we click on it, it's gonna append basically a table with some data in it, right? We have some pictures here and some text. So let's jump right into the code. We have, well, I have a CSS index and JavaScript, pretty basic. In the index, there's not happening a lot. We only have the button here. I'm using Bootstrap for the styling. CSS, I did some styling beforehand. Feel free to check it out. And we have the functionality, right? So what we have here is an array which is filled with hashes. And what we want to display is the value of each key for these 4 countries. Okay, how are we going to do that? So first of all, we're going to do it all by using jQuery. So we want to click the button, right? So we're going to click the button. We're going to select the button and say we want something to happen on click, right? So we have the button and we say on click, and we want a function to happen on click, right? And we have set up our on click function. So what we're going to do is we want to append to the body. So we're going to select the body here, right? jQuery, select the body. We're going to append a table. So we're going to append a table. We're going to give it a class, simple Bootstrap class. We're going to call it table boarded. And then we also want to append a table head, a table row, and a table heading, right? So this is basically the structure of a normal HTML table that we're just going to append here. Within the table heading, what we want is a simple string with a flag name. Right? So this is going to be that, right? So by the way, I have a second file here. This is not doing anything. This is what the code is for. This is the solution. So we're going to have the flag, the code, and the name. So we have the table head here. We append the string, and we're going to have to close the table heading here. And then of course we want to open it again because we have a second table heading which we're going to append here, which would be the string, code, and then we also want to close the table heading here and open it up again for our next table heading, which will be name. And at the end here, what we're going to do is we're going to close off the table heading. And then we also want to close off the table row, and we want to close off the table head, and we want to close off the table. So we're closing off the table row. We are closing off the table head. And we're closing off the table. Okay, so this is basically the function to append just the first 3 columns. Let's see if that works. Doesn't work. I haven't saved. Yeah, I haven't saved. Okay, so we click, and on click we get flag, code, and name. Alright, good. After that, what do we want? Well, we want to append the data. So we're going to select. And where do we want to append to? Well, we want to append it to the table we just created. So we're going to select the table, and we're going to say we append a lot of stuff. And we're going to do this inside of a loop, right? Because we want to append this data. So since this is an array, we have to iterate over the array and then select the value of the hash. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this with a for loop, and we're going to say normal for loop syntax e equals to 0, and we're going to say countries length, and we're going to increment with e++, right? So this is a basic for loop syntax, and what we're going to say, we're going to append a table row with table data inside, right? So we're going to append a table row with table data inside, and the first table data here is our image. So how do we get the image out of this link, which is a URL? We're gonna have to do is we have to say we want the image and we want the source of it, and the source is when we iterate over countries. It is the flag URL, right? And be careful to the syntax here, right here, and then you have to close it off here, right? And also the table data. Okay, so this is gonna append the flag. Okay, and then of course we want to append more table data, so we open it up again, and we're gonna append countries, and we're gonna call countries the code, right? We're gonna call countries point code to call the value of the key inside of the hash. And close of the table data. And we open the table data again. Why? Because we still need the name. So we gonna say we want to have country's name. And we're gonna close the table data once again. And what we're gonna have to do now is to close the table row as well. And this should give us exactly what we want. At the end, we're going to also hide the button. So we're going to select the button and say we want to hide it. And let me just check if we did everything correctly. So we have the countries. We're going to pick this flag URL. Let me close it off. Table data. That should be okay. Okay, let's run this and see if it works. And it does. Perfect. So here we get the image. Here we have the code, and here we have the name. Right? Perfect. Okay, and this is how you append data from an array hash, like hashes within the array, with jQuery on button click to a table. And I hope this helps. See you guys in the next video.